Okay, now we're here, ready to go. It'll be a dead jam. There you go. Def jam. Okay, so good morning to everybody. We are finally here, ready to go. There's Paula Frostbite. James, Kevin Hawthorne is here. And I guess that's all for right now. But we will probably pick up some additional people here. I've got a 1952D roll. 52D coming up now, then 1953D after that, and then a 1955 Philadelphia. Hey, DC, good day. Then this evening, after the Roll Reveal show, which I will be the only one participating in the Roll Reveal show for this week. I've got two new rolls. But after that will be a 1945 Philadelphia, 1946 Denver this evening. We'll be doing 5 reveals today, plus the reveal show. In the reveal show will be a 1968 Denver and a 1970 San Francisco, both original wrapped rolls. And so that was the obverse of coin number 1 for Stan. Had a minor RPM, double split serifs, upper and lower. The lower, you see, is a bit mashed out, and the reason it's mashed out is because we had a broken mint mark punch that year. That bottom serif was broken and crushed. It's the only year that we used that particular punch. But that's what this one looks like. All right, let me get that one in the holder for Stan. I'll get it moved over to the side. Good morning to Richard. Finally got voice working this morning. It should work for the rest of the day now that I've got it set right. I need to learn how to set my default microphone to the one that actually works. Here's our next one. This one doesn't appear to be an RPM. It does have just a little bit of a die crack starting on the bottom of the 9. Dan, I did not receive anything from you. Not yet. Did you send it to my home address or to the P.O. box? All right, coin number 2 to my home address. I do not have it. I have not received anything here yet. But that doesn't mean anything. The post office is very slow about delivering pretty much everything these days. They don't have the holidays to use as an excuse, so they're just keeping their mouth shut and doing very little about explaining what is going on and why. It's another minor RPM. This one has a little split upper serif there. A little split upper serif going on with this one. And it looks like the roll overall is pretty much typical 1952 roll. Coins have started to turn a little bit brown, perhaps because of their storage, but I think more because of the planchet wash. You can see that they've got lines all over them, and those lines are planchet wash lines from bubbles from the soap or whatever they had to use. I attended your last live. Wow. That was a little while ago. Here we go on coin number 4 now. Coin number 4 goes to Mark. So what's going on out there in the coin world these days? I've had to kind of close myself off and do some cleaning and soul searching and other things over the last week or so. This one looks like it could possibly be a minor south RPM. It looks like it is on the inside of the D. We'll just have to check that one out and be sure. Does anybody have any stories about what has happened of late? Nothing on the reverse here. We're just checking the reverse on the first 10 coins to be sure we don't miss anything. We do have a number of RPMs for this particular issue. A couple of OMMs, but we are actually one OMM that we know of. But we don't have any double die reverses. None known. No double die obverses either. Actually, no double dies that I am aware of. But that doesn't keep us from looking, because looking is, well, free. off-center bust is only on the 1795. Can they not strike things off-center one coin at a time? I mean, I would think with them striking, what, couple of thousand coins or more, they could have gotten one off-center that people don't know about yet. Isn't that possible? Okay, this one is just a regular coin, it looks like. Let me check it on the reverse just to be sure. In case you're just joining me, 3 reveals in a row this morning. Then we'll have the reveal show at 7 p.m. Got 2 new rolls for you guys, a 68D and a 70S, both original wrap rolls. And then we'll have 2 additional reveals tonight that will take care of the ones that were sold and purchased 2 weeks ago. And then Wednesday, we'll work on getting started with the 2 reveals that I'll be selling for this week. Hopefully be finished with them on Wednesday. Got an auction on Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. as usual, and a pull on Wednesday at 8 p.m. as usual. Oh, the design is an off-centered bust. Okay, got it. Understood. That would make it very much different. Miss Sissy up next. And very slight possibility of a south RPM going on here. Just really minor. There's a lot of fluff and guff going on with the 1952D. You really got to study them closely to be sure you're not calling in something that isn't really there. So I kind of, my reveal show on a 52D roll is always a preliminary guess. Yeah, that 70S roll will be a very exciting one for sure. I have no idea what's inside, of course, just like always. But the idea of what could come from a 70S roll is, well, intriguing nonetheless. You've got the small dates. You've got a few RPMs. A few double dies, actually a number of double dies, including a couple of very massive ones. So, who knows what we could end up with? Let me try one for Jim here. See what Mr. Fletcher gets. And it's a normal coin. Got a number of normal coins coming out 1952D as well. It looks like this one overall has turned a little bit brown on us. Last one I'm going to check the reverse on for now. Then we'll move on to just do obverses for the remainder of the show. Let's see. Think if I have anything new and different. I've got some boxes of new stuff showing up soon. Here's another one of the minor split upper serif RPMs. They should turn out to be some pretty good stuff. A lot of it's original. Good original rap stuff. I love it when that happens. Hello, Mr. Cauldron. We've got a few RPMs popping up out of this roll. Not really much of anything else, but we didn't necessarily expect much of anything else. And this is not one of them. Nothing there. That one's for Alex. Let's move on to coin number 13 now. Coin number 13 for Taco John. And another belly flop coin. Not going to see much of anything on this one. I've seen this die before. So starting to learn my dies individually. Number 14. One for Mickey here. And it is a normal coin. And now for coin number 15 for Stan Horn. And that's one of the ones I believe could be a South RPM. You've got a little bit of a split serif on the upper, and then a little mark on the inside of the D that looks like a ridge line. Could make up part of a secondary RPM there, secondary mint mark. So we're going to hold this one out, take a better look at it later. Let's see, here's one for Mark. And looks like a normal coin for Mark. Looks like we've got all small D mint marks here. There is another D mint mark used in 1952. It is a larger, more open looking D. We may or may not see one of those in this roll. It's looking like all of them are small mint marks, which has the broken punch part on the bottom there. The other D mint mark used in 1952 was normal. Let's check coin number 18 now. Sloppy. Sloppy stacks. This one is one of the first, let's see. No. I actually am not seeing anything on this one. I at first thought this was a match to the first coin we pulled in the roll. Now I'm seeing a lot of these and I'm not really exactly sure what this is. It looks like a little bit of doubling on the outside edges of the lettering, but it disappears quickly. This could actually just be, let me get a little bit closer to it so I can see here. Yeah, it was just light reflection. That's all it was. Just light reflection. Okay. So, I move on. Number 19. On to Taco John. Maybe I'm a little close for comfort. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see. Taco John has a normal coin here. Nothing outside the norm. After Taco John comes coin number 20, and that is for Carl. There we go. There's another split serif RPM. That's a split upper serif RPM for Carl. Looks like we're getting probably 3 different dies out of this roll that are RPMs. That was coin number 20. Now coin number 21. This one's for Dan. Dan the man. What does he get? Well, he gets a normal coin, looks like. Just had a chat with Eric. Eric is feeling better, doing better, but he still doesn't have the voice to be able to do any broadcasts, so he's not selling any reveals today. As a result, he's going to continue to rest his voice for the remainder of this week. Then he hopes to get back into doing reveals next week. Certainly hoping he's better by then. There is a nice 1952 DRPM right there. That one's for Sloppy Stacks. Robert Bruce, good morning to you, sir. Coin number 23 now. Coin number 23 for Alex. Little tiny split. Baby split in the upper serif, it looks like, but this isn't going to be enough to list. So it looks like it could be a copy of a die we've already seen with those die scratches leaning down off the face. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one into the RPM pile. If it matches one of the others, it'll help Eric pull them out. If it doesn't match one of the others, he'll probably stick it back in the normal coins. Otis Cauldron. Baby upper split. Some of these little upper splits, some of these little tiny ones, we may or may not be able to list, depending on whether or not they already have been listed, or if they're good enough to photograph under a 10x and still see. There's another normal coin here. This one's for Mickey. Got nothing going on there. Number 26 now. Halfway through the roll, Chubby Pop Chaser. Coming up next. Got nothing there. Little bit of machine doubling on the date for CPC. A 52D with obvious doubling on the date. I'd have to see that. That sounds like it's going to be machine doubling. But if you got it, I'd love to see a picture of it. CD@coppercoins.com. You send it to me direct. The Coppercoins payments at gmail.com is only for registration. Don't try to communicate with me using that. I check that once a week before we do a show. And I can miss your email for up to 6 days that way. Prefer that you always send your emails to cd@coppercoins.com. That is my actual email address. Absolutely. Get me a picture. cd@coppercoins.com. I'll let you know what I think. There's a large D. That's a 52D with a large D mint mark. I do not see any mint mark doubling here. No RPM. Oh, there's a nice doubled eyelid right there. Nice doubled eyelid makes this a double die. Well, there we go. A nice looking double die there for Mr. Valley. Coin number 30 now, Paul Hampton. There's one of our double split serif RPMs. Pretty nice one. A little bit of doubling going on the inside of the D as well. So that looks like that. That matches that coin that I said may not be listable. It was just not a great example of this particular die. Number 31 now for Brad. Got nothing there. Little tiny minor baby split. Not going to be listable. Nothing else on this one. Coin number 32 is coming up next. Folks, stick around. After this, we'll be having a 1953D roll, 1953D, and then a 1955 Philadelphia. There's another one of those ones with the large D. This is probably another example. Nope, it isn't. Thought it was going to be another example of the doubled I, but it isn't. Don't have anything on that one. All right, so that one's for Frosty. Coming up next, number 33 for Sissy. And I got nothing here. Nothing here. Yes, cd@coppercoins.com. That's my initials and then my domain, cd@coppercoins.com. This one from Mark. Let's see what we get from Mark here. Well, nothing in particular at all. All right, coin number 35. Brad again. Let's see what Brad gets this time. Well, that's one of those ones with the little line on the inside of the upper part of the mint mark that could actually be a south RPM. So we're going to pull it out and see what we've got when we get both eyes involved and looking under the microscope in 3D so that we can see exactly what we're looking for. Whether or not this is a real RPM or not, I can't tell you right now. It kind of looks like one, so I'm sticking it in that pile. Here's another 52D large D mint mark. Of course, you can tell it has a normal upper serif. And it's got some stuff going on around the eye, but I think that's a double eyelid. That looks like a double eyelid. So we'll check it out. We'll check that one much closer. This one's for Sissy. Now coin number 37. So Mr. Fletcher here. Jim? It turns out this one is a normal coin. I think I'm going to need to make some coffee between shoots here. So we're going to be taking a few minutes off between. Get me some coffee and a little bit of breakfast. I got up this morning and just started working. Okay, this one is not an RPM that we can tell. I feel my tummy grumbling. That's not a good thing. When my tummy grumbles, it means I need to go get sustenance rather quickly, because then it turns into an overall body ache feeling. You're brewing some right now? Well, I'll take mine with a spoon of agave nectar and a spoon of some nice French vanilla creamer. Thank you very much. The 52D. Small mint mark here. This one's got the damage on the bottom punch, of course. And got nothing there. Coin 41. Let's see what we have. This one's for Dan. Dan the man. Hello, Mark. Good day to you, sir. This one is a normal coin. Now for Eric Bayer. Speaking of Eric, just in case you didn't know, he's been down with the COVID for a while, and he's coming back up, getting a little stronger, feeling better. This one's a little RPM that we're going to hold on to. And he is planning on trying to return to broadcasting next week. So this week's show, which is at 7 p.m. tonight, will just be me. And the two rolls that I have for this week, one is an original Fed-wrapped roll, 1968D. The other one is an original machine roll of 1970S. So there is that. Carl is up next. And I have a normal coin here. Normal coin for Carl. And number 45, Paul Hampton. Mr. Paul gets himself a normal coin. Now 46, Stan Horn. Yeah, looks like another normal one. About a third of our roll this time around is RPMs. There's one for Carl. Let's see what Carl gets. It's another normal coin. Robert, I don't look at email while I'm broadcasting. I'm not that coordinated, but I will look as soon as I get finished here. This is another one of the doubled eyes. Pretty nice looking one. Large mint mark as well. This one's for Chubby Pop Chaser. Number 49 for Mickey. And it looks like Mickey's going to get the same thing. He does. Doubled eye for Mickey. And number 50. Last coin in the roll. This one goes to Jeff Dunn. Let's see what Jeff gets. Looks like nothing at all. Okay, so that'll do it. And for the die varieties, we've got 3 double dies. One for James, Chubby Pop Chaser, and Mickey. And then for the RPMs of different levels, possibly some may not be listable. For Stan, James, Mark, Frosty, Jim, Sureg, Stan, Carl, Alex, Otis, Paul, Brad, Sissy, and Eric Beyer. That is what we have for this particular roll. I appreciate it. Come back. It is exactly noon here on the East Coast. So check me out at, I'm going to say about 12:20. 12:20 to 12:30, and I'll be ready to go with the next one. Next 2 rolls, 1953D and a 1955 Philadelphia. We'll take care of that this afternoon. Then this evening we'll have the others. I will have the list ready for the auction at about 2 o'clock today. About 2 o'clock today, we'll have a list ready for the auction. We will be doing a game this weekend. Not this weekend. We'll be doing a game this week. It's going to be a pool. It'll be Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'm sorry, Wednesday at 8 p.m. The auction is tomorrow at 7 p.m. So I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Thanks a lot.